Hi student, I am Asit Tiwari. Today in the 12th Geography second book India, People and Economy. This is our first lesson which has been going to start today. Population, distribution, density, growth and composition. That is very important topic and all the students should pay the attention over this lesson. That is very important lesson for the exam purpose. So student, in the first I will just introduce the lesson today. This is the introductory lecture over the lesson. So if the lesson is very important and the video lecture is very you will say suitable for your hearing and for your visualizing purpose, so make sure that you will just make the contribution for my side to just share and subscribe and like my video. So student, let's we start the lesson. So in the first the lesson name is population. Population means the you will say mass people who are living in the country, that is called the population. Means when the number of people who are living in the country, that make the population. Population can be different types and different countries have the different type of the structure of the population, different type of the population growth, different type of the distribution, different type of the composition of the population has been seen, that is varied from country to country. So population, that is very important component. Why it is very important component? Because the population can be characterized by the two way. Number one, the able people, means they are the productive people, and unable people means those who are the burden of the country, means they are the totally disabled people and they are totally the, you will say, burden of the people, means these people cannot be called the assets. Assets means the working people who age from 15 years to the 60 years, that is the working population, and that is the kind of population which just precede the country's economic development. And the age group from the up to the 15 years and from the above 55 to or 60 above years, these people, these type of the people are the burden on the country. That is not the mean that whole the people, those who just belong to these two age groups which are known as a burden of the country, because children whose age from the up to 15 years they cannot be called the burden, because they are the future assets, and the old people, they are not also called the burden on the country, because they are experience their different type of the other, you will say, roles in the country which has been passed, which they had spent in the past life. If these experience can be in cash by the government, by the different type of the societies, then these obviously experience will make sure to ensure of the country development. Second thing, most populous country. India is the most populous country after China, but very sure, and that is you will say very important things, that India will just overcome the China, means India become the first country in the rank wise, in the first number ranking country in the populations, because China, which has followed the policy of one child, which made them successful to apply the control of the population, India was not in this type of the race, in this type of the program of the population control. So India's population is continuously growing day by day. Means if we just say that each year we just produce the 2 crore of the people in our population, means we just each year the 2 crore people merge in our country, means equal to the population of Australia. That is very important thing. Next thing, the population is larger than the North America, South America, Australia. If you just this is the North America, this is the South America, and this is the Australia. If you include the population of this country, so these population is equal to the population of India. That is very important thing. And you know very well, the overpopulation countries have the kind of pressure on their resources. That is very important things, because India's area is only 3.28 million square kilometer area in kilometer. If you just take it in a share in the you will say land, so you will see that it is only the 2.4%. So that is very important things, that a limited area of the country can be pressurized by the unlimited population which is growing day by day, and it is the exact on the limited resources, and that the people have to pay the cost over it. Means if the limited resources, if they are just using by the growing population, there will be the two things. Number one, the resources will be impeded in the earth. Second things, the people who just facing the scarcities of the resources, they have to do some other alternatives. If the alternatives are not available, then it is the very great problem for any country. And second things, the using of resources means unlimited use of the resources by the growing population. It can be also harm the environment, it can be also harm the atmosphere, it can be harm the different resources which are very important for the population of the country. Large population, that also create the problem in the socio-economic structure and many of the other socio-economic problems which has been seen by any country. That is very important things. So students, they are the different features which we are going to be study. Number one, we will discuss the distribution of population, where we will just see the spatial distribution of the population. Means we will see the different type of the people where they are just living, and where there is the largest number of the people who are living there, and this is a sparse area, these are densely areas. These are the densely areas of the population. You can see well that in this area there is a largest population. So that is the spatial distribution, and we will see it in the different views, different you will say angle. Second topic which we will just study very broadly, it is the number density, number of person which living in the per unit area. Means the 1 square kilometer area where the number of people who are living in that area, that is called the density of the population. You know very well, density of the population, West Bengal comes number one, and many of the states which are just in the hilly areas have the very sparse population and dense population. Sparse population means where the limited people, very less people are living there. Dense population where the more people are living there. So this is the second topic which we will discuss. Next topic, growth, population growth, where the natural and the induced growth. In natural growth, where we will see the death rate, the birth rate, and induced growth where we will see the migration of the people from the village to cities, and this is also studied as a push factor or pull factor. So in these two topic we will see it very broadly. And next topic, the population composition, where we will see the population composition in the age, in the gender, in the sex, in the different type of the other areas. And there are different type of the population compositions has been seen in the different type of the you will say other area. So student, that is very important topic which we will going to study. Part of socio environment, that is the very important things. Means the population, that is a part of social environment. Means the structure of the population that is very unique, then it can be very advantageous for the country, and if it is not very unique, then it can also harm the country's development. Now we have a very small look over the population census. In the first, I will just say that record in the Rig Veda about the population census which was seen in the Arthashastra, the book which was written by the Kautilya, the Chanakya. He has mentioned about the population census during the 800 to 600 BC. That is very important things. Means that time the agriculture, the taxation system, and many of the other things where the people, kings, they were very keen over the collection of taxes. So they always the time very keen to just take the records of the populations so that they just increase and decreases the taxes. That is very important thing. Next thing, the next population records has been seen during the time of Akbar reign, because Akbar, who has just told many things about the taxation system, about the population census, Aine Akbari. That is very important book which was written over Akbar, and where there is a lot of records about the population census, because agriculture, the lands use settlement system, the farmer and their condition, population census was very important tool to know about the people of the country. And in the modern country, modern India, where the population census was recorded first time during the time of 1865 to 1872, finally 1872 the we will say irregular population census was seen, and 1881 where the population census was seen very systematically, very we will say sequentially in the time of Lord Mayo. Lord Mayo was the Viceroy of India that time, and in his time the very particular, very you will say well processed population census was conducted during his time. So student, these are the some topic which we are going to discuss, and we will make also the video very you will say enjoyable, and which will